myth. You can't find a deal in today's market. It's too expensive. All the good deals get eaten up. LA's too expensive. Orange County's too expensive. Wherever you are, can't find a good deal. And the deals I find are too expensive. Why is that a myth?
Because it's not true.
Yeah, we'll break
because
it down.
it's not true.
It's not true.
Well, listen.
Drop the mic. It's not true.
Boom. We just went into escrow on a great deal up in Sacramento. So it's not true. There are great deals out there.
And what are we in escrow on right now? What are we in escrow on right now? What's the deal?
It's a 29 unit apartment building in downtown Sacramento, across from the Capitol Park. It's in a beautiful location. There's 2 commercial spaces on the bottom, a barbershop and a bar. But
Greg will be spending a lot of time there.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
So the 50 unit that we were just talking about, that was an off-market deal. Right. One of the brokers we knew up in that area that knew us, that had already done some business with us, knew that we could perform, called us before anybody else, got us in touch directly with the seller. We met him face to face. We toured the building. Yep. He saw that we were serious.
We did all our inspections.
We went into escrow. We paid him $8 million for his building. Done deal.
Yeah.
This new deal that we're buying, it was an on-market deal. It had been on the market for a couple of months. So the first thing I want to unpack there as part of this myth busting is sometimes people think in this business that you have to find off-market deals. Right. That's not true.
Right.
When you find an off-market deal and you have a reasonable seller, that could be a beautiful thing. And actually, it's great when that happens. But those are harder to find. They don't come as often. A lot of times, there's fantastic deals that hit the market, and even fantastic deals that hit the market that don't initially sell. And I like to call it hiding in plain sight. And so I'll give you an example. This deal that we're buying now came on the market at $4 million. I had originally looked at it and I was like, wow, that's a sexy building. It had a really cool downtown, like Greg said, downtown vibe, historic building. It's like 4 or 5 stories or whatever it is. And it's a really cool looking building. And I was like, man, that's interesting. But we were so busy because we had other stuff going on. I was like, okay, we don't have time to really look at it. And what happened was they didn't sell. And the seller ended up getting into a 1031 exchange. And so what that means is he found something else that he wanted to buy, but he needed to sell this to buy it. And he was trying to defer his taxes. And so opportunistically, he calls the broker, who I know, and calls his broker and says, dude, we got to drop the shit out of this price. I just want to move this thing. I just want to get rid of it, do whatever. So before the price reduction happens, this is where it does pay to spend your time getting to know the brokers and the players in the market that you're working, right? Yep. So before anything happens, the broker calls me and says, hey, Brandon, remember that deal I sent you a couple months ago? I know you liked it. I know you've been busy. This guy's ready to drop the price $700,000 overnight. And I said, wow, okay, that's like 20-something%. I mean, okay, no matter what I thought about it before, if this guy's dropping the price $700,000 and nobody else knows about it, I better take a look at it. So I took a look at it, got really excited about it. And I think we even shaved him down another $100,000 because why not? That's what we do. But we got it under contract for $3,225,000. And now we're off to the races. We're closing next week, and we're going to have a beautiful new, mixed unit, 29 unit apartment building and commercial building that we're buying.
And that one, again, the plan, you do the numbers, and that one was cash flowing. And, Brandon is really good at numbers and did the analysis, but it's cash flowing with our new loan on it from day one.
Yeah, from day one. So it's a different play. That one, there's less work that we have to do because this guy already did the work. But we're going to come in and make some management changes and do a few things. But from day one, it's going to be making great money. But again, can you find a deal in this market? Yes, you can. You need to be plugged in. You need to know how to look at deals. You need to be getting those phone calls. And if you're not getting the phone calls yet, you need to start making the phone calls to the brokers, to the people in the marketplace that you want to be in that owns this real estate. Yeah. So they know to call you when there's something going on, when there's a price reduction, when there's an off-market deal, when there's a new listing coming out. And so, that ultimately was what we did. But yeah, I would say, just to summarize, you can definitely find great deals in any market. And certainly you can find great deals in this market. Yeah. You just have to put in the work, and you got to know your numbers. Yeah. That's so important.
And they always say, you're going to go through, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but you're going to figure it out. And there are,
as far as looking at deals before you find the right one. Oh, of course.
But there are deals out there. Yeah.